Hello everyone, it's a wonderful night here in India, and I hope that wherever you're attending this session from, you're having a good day. My name is Sri Vashni and I'm a product marketer at Zoho Sign. Today we are going to have a brief session on Zoho Sign's recent updates and enhancements in the second quarter of 2025. First, let me walk you through the agenda of the session. To start with, we're going to have a brief overview of Zoho Sign, followed by the recap of Zoho Sign's latest updates and enhancements for the second quarter of this year. After that, we're going to have a little sneak peek on what we are working on behind the scenes to provide you with in the third quarter. To end this session, we're going to have a brief Q&A. So you don't have to wait till the end to ask your questions. We have some of the Zoho Sign's experts here in the webinar panel. If you have questions, you can ask them then and there in the Q&A box present, and my colleagues will be happy to answer them for you. All right, let me move on. So the first issue that I'd like to address before I continue with the particular webinar is that why is paperwork important? Well, because it is literally everywhere. So irrelevant of what department, company or industry that you work in, paperwork is mandatory and it's actually really important for your workflows. So let's say you work in an HR department, you might have to process some on and offboarding documents, organization policies, NDAs, contracts, etc. And if you're working in a legal department, you'll have to manage contracts, NDAs, compliance documents, audits, etc. And the real challenge is managing all of these paperworks manually. So let us say you're drafting a contract manually, and you'll have to go ahead and open a word processor and enter type in the contents of the document there. And if you would like to sign the document, what you have to do is go ahead and print it and then sign it, scan it, and then put it back into your system. If you would like to send that document to a particular recipient, you'll have to switch applications and open your email and then send it to your recipient. And if they're going to sign the document, they'll have to again print it, sign it, scan it, and then send it back to you. And the real problem starts after that only. You'll have to go ahead and actually store this document somewhere within your company or your office, wherein you'll have to go ahead and retrieve the document in the future in case you have some kind of compliance issues or for audit purposes. And you can just talking about all of these workflows just makes me tired. So I have I can sympathize with what you are going through if you do your paperwork manually. So the thing is, with Zoho Sign, you can skip all of these issues and challenges, and you can draft your agreements, collaborate with your stakeholders for review and approval, automate your signature workflows, verify the identity of your signer, and collect payments and signatures all in one workflow. So what is Zoho Sign? Zoho Sign is a digital signature solution that allows you to digitally sign and manage documents. Zoho Sign is compliant with the data privacy and security regulations around the globe, such as GDPR, CCPA, and HIPAA. So while you access your Zoho Sign account, you'll have to authenticate yourself via MFA authentication, and we also offer role-based access within Zoho Sign. We also have access reports, tamper-proof audit trails, and completion certificates. The access reports and the tamper-proof audit trails will actually have the entire reports of each and every action that you perform within Zoho Sign. You'll also be able to authenticate your signers via email or SMS OTP or knowledge-based authentication if you're based in the US. Your signers will also be able to authenticate themselves via government IDs and signer attachments. We also offer blockchain timestamping and trusted document timestamping. So let us say that your signer is a bit traditional and they are more comfortable with printing and signing the document. We offer that particular feature as well. So the signer can print and sign the document, scan it, and upload it in that same workflow itself, so it does not break. We also offer signing with USB tokens, third-party digital signature certificates, and signing via advanced electronic signatures and qualified electronic signatures based on the regional and national IDs. And we offer all of these features at an affordable price. Zoho Sign is, of course, available as a standalone web application for your workflows. It is available in Android, iOS, iPadOS, macOS, and Windows. You can use Zoho Sign's application in your desktop, your mobile, and also your iPad. Zoho Sign, of course, has integrated with several digital identity and trust service providers that I have listed here. So some of them, I'm just going to read them out. Some of them are Aadhaar, eMudra, Global Sign, Swisscom, Evrotrust, EID Easy, Ideology, Trust Factory, SignDesk, etc. Zoho Sign is, of course, compliant with the global digital signature laws around the world, such as PAPEDA, eSign Act, Norm 151, ECTA, KICA, ETL, ZERT-ES, EIDAS, IJ 2000, and ETA. Our compliance with all of these laws around the globe has given us the provisions for advanced electronic signatures and qualified electronic signatures. Zoho Sign has one of the most tightly knit integrations with the Zoho suite of applications. Some of our most used integrations are with Zoho CRM, Zoho People, Zoho Recruit, Zoho Work Drive, Zoho Contracts, and also some of the financial applications like Zoho Books, Zoho Invoice, Zoho Inventory, Zoho Checkout, Zoho Practice, Zoho Billing, etc. We also offer integrations with third-party applications in Microsoft, Google, CRM applications, integration platforms, cloud storage providers, and also AI applications. But if you just want to embed a particular workflow within our application in your website or application, you can use APIs, webhooks, and other developer tools. Now, let me move on to present the recent addition and updates that we've built in the second quarter of this year. Let me just reshare my screen. Give me a second. All right. I hope that my screen is visible to all of you. So the first feature that I'd like to talk about in Zoho Sign is under branding. So let me go over to settings and click branding. And over here, we have custom SMTP. So ideally, when you send documents for signatures from Zoho Sign, any signatures or any notifications that you send from Zoho Sign will be sent from the Zoho server. And when you configure custom SMTP within Zoho Sign and you enable it, and you enter your server address, your port number, and your username and your password, and click save, what you'll be able to do is, so let's say you are from a legal department and your company's name is Zilker. So as soon as you set up your custom SMTP within Zoho Sign, all the Zoho Sign notifications, digital signature requests, all of these emails will be sent via your custom SMTP server. And instead of it being sent from notifications@zohosign.com, it will be sent from legal@zilker.com. So this particular feature is basically for you to improve your brand trust and increase your brand awareness among your clients and your customers. So this is one of features that we've released in this quarter. Let me move on to custom domain. So custom domain is pretty similar to what I've talked about before. Consider that it is under branding. So as you can see here, we have sign.zoho.com. So as soon as you set up your custom domain within Zoho Sign, you'll be able to change the brand here And let's say your company's name is Zilker. You can change it to sign.zilker.com, and the users that access your Zoho Sign account will be able to see that it's been more branded, and you'll be able to spread your brand awareness with your users and your customers as well. So these two features are some of the features that came under branding. Now let me move on to the next feature, which is under sign forms. So sign forms is basically if you're familiar with sign forms, then it's well and good. So those who are not aware of what sign form basically is, so sign form is like a digital signature request wherein you can go ahead and just copy the URL of the request and you can embed it within your website or anywhere you want. So in this particular feature, we brought an enhancement wherein if you click copy URL, and here ideally when you just copy the URL and you send it to your recipient to collect responses. So what will happen is, let me just open the sign form. And over here you'll have to your recipient will have to add their name and their email ID and click start signing, and sign the document as per usual. So in our new enhancements, we brought a SignForm URL QR code. You can actually download this QR image and you can send it over to your recipients to collect responses. You can also further personalize this URL. So let us say you know your recipient's name and your email and their email. Let me just add a sample name and a sample email. And what you can do is you can go ahead and copy this personalized URL and send it over to your recipient. So when they open this particular sign form, they don't have to manually enter their name and their email before accessing the document. They can just click on the particular link, and they'll be taken to the page where they can go ahead and sign the document then and there. They can just go ahead and sign the document. All right, let me move on to the next feature. The next feature that I'd like to talk about with you is the Zoho Sign's integration with IgniSign. So IgniSign is a trust service provider that allows the residents of European Union to authenticate themselves via a digital signature certificate that has been obtained by one of the EU EID authentication methods. So to integrate your Zoho Sign account with IgniSign, you can go over to settings and click integrations and go ahead and search for IgniSign and click configure and enable this integration. Now, let us say that you want your recipient to authenticate them, you want to enforce your recipient and make sure that they authenticate themselves via IgniSign before they finish signing the document. So let me show you how you can do that. Let me just create a normal signature workflow. And after you add your recipient's name, go over to customize, scroll down, and you'll be able to see the selected providers here. What you have to do is uncheck all of the boxes here until only IgniSign is left and click save. Now, when your recipient actually accesses the digital signing request, after they enter all of the fields and before they finish signing the document, They have to authenticate themselves via IgniSign. And this is the integration of Zoho Sign with IgniSign. Let me move on to the next feature. Now, let's say in the same workflow, you have just added your document, you have just drafted and added your document in Zoho Sign, and now you've just remembered that you'll have to make a certain minor edits within the document. Let's say you forgot to add the watermark of your company, and you forgot to erase a certain phrase within the document, and you also forgot to highlight certain words within the document. You don't have to go back to your word processor and do all of these functionalities. What you can do is go ahead and click the ellipsis more actions button here and click edit document. All right, now you've forgotten to add the watermark, right? What you can do is go ahead and click objects and click watermark, enable the watermark. Now let us say that I want to add the name of my company over here. I'm just going to add the name. I can also choose to add this watermark diagonally or horizontally. I can also choose the font over here and click insert, and the name of my company has been added as a watermark. Now let's say I want to highlight a certain phrase in this document. I can just click highlight and drag it over the content. Now, in the same way, if I want to erase a particular phrase in this document, I can just click erase and drag it over the document. I can also add shapes like a cross, check, or a circle within the document. I can also upload my image or insert a URL of the image within the document. I can add a text box wherein I can type in the text in the document. I can also add a barcode, QR code, or as I shown, watermark. I can insert the date fields and also the document name. I can also insert a link within the document if I want. So as soon as I perform all of these, I'm going to go ahead and click save. So as soon as you do that, you'll be all of the changes will be made and it will be saved. This is also one of the functionalities that came recently within Zoho Sign. All right. There are actually some features that are present within the signing workflow in Zoho Sign that has been updated and enhanced newly. So let me just configure a signing workflow now, and let me just show you how it works. So give me just 2 minutes. So what I'm going to do is just send the document, and keep in mind that I have sent this document to myself so I can show you the recipient side. So I'm going to go ahead and click save and sign. I'm going to agree to the legal disclosure. Now, let us say that I am just opening this document. I am a signer and I'm just opening this document. And this document is just, let's just assume that this document has like 10 to 20 pages and it's full of content. And I can't really like go through each page and each paragraph one by one to understand the entire document, because I don't have the time for it, obviously. So what I can do is go ahead and click the AI assistant button here and click summarize document. And this will give me a brief summary of what this document is all about. as you can see here. I can also extract specific key terms that I think are important within the document by clicking extract key terms. And it has given me the list of key points and important dates and parties involved, etc. Now, let us say that I have a specific question that entails to this document. Let's say that I want to know what the cancellation clause is within the document. What I can do is I can just ask Zia. I can ask Zia what the cancellation clause is, and it will search through the document and it will give me the exact content that is present within the document. All right, now that I know what the document is all about, again, this document is like a 20-page document, and I'll have to enter my signature and my name and my email in each and every page. So instead of manually entering it everywhere, so what I can do is click on more actions and click autofill and sign. And here, I have a Zoho Sign account and have already included my profile information within Zoho Sign. So what this particular feature will do is it will fetch my profile information from a Zoho Sign account and it will autofill over here. I'm going to go ahead and click yes, and my information has been filled, and I'm going to complete signing. That's it. So one more functionality that I'd like to show is something that that released very recently. Like I think it went live yesterday, which is delegate signing. So let's say you are like an authorized signatory in your company, and you can see that in the upcoming months you'll be pretty busy and you'll not be able to exactly oversee the entire signing process of a document. So what you can do is you can go ahead and authorize someone on your behalf to sign the document. So to do this, you can go to settings and click account settings, and under recipient experience, scroll down until you find delegate signing and enable the feature here and click save. Now I've enabled delegate signing within Zoho Sign. So let me show you how you can add a delegate here as well. So what you have to do is go to my profile and click delegate. Here you can add the user of one of the users of your of the Zoho Sign organization that you've set up here, and you can also add the start date and the end date of this particular delegate signing workflow, and go ahead and click save. And under delegated to me, you'll have the list of users who have delegated their signing responsibilities to you. And this is the recent feature that came out very like just yesterday. There's one more integration that I'd like to show you, which is the Zoho Sign's integration with WhatsApp. So like I showed with IgniSign, all you have to do is go to the integrations and search for WhatsApp and click configure. Here I've already configured my the WhatsApp business account with Zoho Sign. So what all you have to do is click enable, enter your WhatsApp business details, and then integrate your Zoho Sign account with your WhatsApp business account. So what this particular feature does is that it will allow you to send your digital signature requests, your OTPs, your completion alerts, your notifications, everything to your recipient to their WhatsApp in itself. So let me show you how it looks as well. So since it occurs in a mobile, so I can't show you over here. I've added a recording on the deck. So let me just move on to the deck. All right. So as your recipient, when your recipient receives a digital signature request via their WhatsApp, this is what it will look like. All they have to do is click on the digital signature request link, and then just start signing as per usual via their mobile. And that's it. Let me move on to the next feature. So to align ourselves with the to align ourselves even more with the WCAG standards, we have introduced we have introduced even more improved accessibility controls that are present within Zoho Sign. We've introduced this controls to make sure that Zoho Sign is accessible to to an even wider audience. So I'm just going to pause the slide here and let you look at all of the enhancements that we've made within Zoho Sign. And meanwhile, let me see if we have any more questions that are yet to be answered. All right, I think that all of the questions are slowly being answered. So let me move on. All right. We've also introduced witness signing in the Zoho Signs application in Android. So those who are not aware of what witness signing actually means. So let's say that you are closing a high value deal and you need a legal representative present within that signing workflow to oversee the entire sales process. So what you can do here is add a legal representative as a witness along with your recipient. And if you are not sure who the witness is going to be, you can leave it to your recipient to add the witness for you. So this particular feature is now available in the Zoho Signs application for Android. So this is one of the new features that came out. So the next one is the managed recipient role for the Zoho Signs application for Android. So let us say that you are in a particular signature workflow that involves multiple stakeholders, and you're not aware of each and every stakeholder that are present, and you only know a broker. You're only in contact with the broker, and with the all of the can do can add the broker to the signing workflow, assign a manager recipient role, and you can them assign the recipient for you. So this particular workflow is now available in the Zoho Signs application for Android. So let me just go over and give you a sneak peek on what we are working on within. So in the next quarter, you can expect these features within Zoho Sign. We are working on introducing online notarization, video signing, and also including formula and conditional fields on mobile applications. On the integrations front, we are planning to integrate ourselves with Stripe, Zoho projects, and also Vouched. I think that brings us to the end of the session. Let me know if we have any more questions that are left unanswered. Over here, I've added some of the Zoho Sign resources that might be useful for you as you get started with Zoho Sign. We have the Getting Started guide, the link to the videos within Zoho Sign, link to our forum community, uh, link to where you can go ahead and request demo within Zoho Sign, a pricing page, a legal guide, our Zoho Sign for developers page, and also a link where you can go ahead and get paid training for Zoho Sign. If you have any more questions or feedback, you can write to our support team. And we also offer regular updates and all on all of the feature releases and also the enhancements present within the Zoho Sign application in our social media channels. can go ahead and follow them. And yeah, thank you so much for joining the session, everyone. It was a very fruitful session. Thank you so much.